This is Moscow. This is Moscow calling.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for asking, yeah.
Oh, great pleasure. Actually, I saw you a couple of times in Portugal. One very memorable concert for me, I think, in the Paredes de Cora.
Oh, right, yeah. I think that's our only time we've played in Portugal, I think.
That was the
Unless I'm
only
going mad, yeah, I think so.
Around, probably 2013?
It's 14.
14?
Yeah, it was, yeah, it felt like a while ago. We've been asking about, because Spain and Portugal, we haven't really done much in these two countries, and we only played our first Spanish dates in November last year, so...
Really?
Yeah.
For the first time?
First time, yeah, anywhere, was Barcelona and Madrid, so...
Yeah.
I don't know why, it just seems like a hard place to come.
Really?
Yeah, we keep asking, but it seems difficult, I don't understand why.
Oh, now you're here again, and
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Oh, very happy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually not very happy with this description. You're gonna kill me, but that's okay. With the description of you and the app of the festival.
Oh yeah, is it the same as the Spanish one in Barcelona?
They call you like the nerds that can dance or something like
that's
that.
the one, yeah.
Come on, it's like it's 2018. We're still discussing that.
Yeah, well, my brother went to the Barcelona one and he sent me that screenshot. Was like, this is a bit weird. But I don't know. We've been described as much worse, much more inaccurately. When we played the first Glastonbury we did officially, they missed the L out of public. So
really?
It was, in the official program. That's bad.
You just did the service.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's Glastonbury. You didn't put flowers in your hair or glitter. They are outcasts.
No, just bow tie. Glastonbury's very welcoming of all kinds of people. Yeah. You don't have to fit in.
You don't have to fit in, yeah. So, and you don't really want to fit in. Why should you? Right.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it, but I suppose that's true. Yeah. We're a little bit different in the way we do some things, but I think that's a good thing.
Can I just address on a little bit the electronic process in your music, because I saw you talking at TEDx, and I understand like a corner of it. Because first you were talking really fast, and then
you've only got like 8 minutes. There's a timer there, so you're kind of trying to race. They stop you if it starts flashing red, like all the alarms go off. So
then you were really good.
That's why I was talking fast.
A lot to do that switch?
A bit, yeah.
A bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was really like, does he this all the time? Or something like that?
No, I wouldn't want to. It was quite stressful. Yeah.
But it was very educational in a way that I think people don't think electronic music is very organic.
Yeah.
Or it comes from people.
Yeah. It's very easy to think that, because often you just see somebody doing that or doing that. And there is some of that in our set, but it's hard to.
There's a pen.
It's hard to communicate. It's hard to communicate what it is that you're doing, I suppose. And I think we try our best, but the best way to communicate it is just to make it human, in the actual playing of it, and leave. I think what I was trying to talk about in that talk was leaving in the capacity for human error, not kind of making the show too safe, making sure that it can go wrong.
That part.
Yeah. It definitely can and does.
If it's wrong, there's not a return button?
No, there isn't, no. There's one for a couple of things. There's like a slightly emergency button, but there's not. There's many more things in the set. If I get it wrong, it just goes round and round and round wrong. So
because there are a lot of layers.
Yeah.
Right? Of instrumentalization.
Yeah.
Instrumentalization.
That works for me, yeah.
It works for you?
Yeah.
It works for me. And, so many layers that you can't control everything. But it's like life.
Yeah.
Very human.
Yeah, and it's weird because I'm very much a control freak person. So for me to be in this kind of environment on a stage with a lot of, a lot's at stake, I suppose. There's quite a lot of pressure on you for all sorts of reasons. It's very unusual for me to be letting some of that control go. I don't know what's going on in my brain, but obviously.
Is that place that kind of tests you?
I think part of it must be.
As a musician.
Yeah, you want to make it difficult for yourself. Up to a point. Make it difficult for yourself, because we play about 80 or 90.
1 second.
Sorry.
Yeah, the fish agora.
I don't think it's going to make much difference.
I don't know. Maybe it helps a little bit. Yeah.
Does it change the light too much? You're right.
Muda a luz muito.
Yes.
before?
No.
No?
No, this is the one we went to because it was about mining communities and mining in South Wales. So we went there to research it and to record it. Yeah. So we spent quite a lot of time in South Wales.
And what was the mode for this subject in particular?
I think going back to what we were talking about being on stage, make it difficult for yourself in some ways because it's a difficult subject to write about. You know, you have to bear in mind certain commercial realities, I suppose, and we're trying to make a living from music, and writing an album about space and astronauts, quite easy to make it commercially appealing because it's an interesting, appealing story. But writing an album about coal mining in South Wales is difficult, I think, and I think I liked the idea of that and the challenge of that. So I think that was one of the things that drew me to it, as well as just being a fascinating story and one that was it's the other side of the coin to the stuff that we've been doing up to that point. We've been doing a lot about human progress and about human technological development and the things that kind of move us forward as a species. And this album is much more about progress still, but it's about what happens to people who get left behind by the progress of society in general, or what people deem to be progress. And it just seemed like an interesting left turn, which is what all my favourite bands have always done as well. They don't go straight and predictable. They take you somewhere you didn't expect to go. That's what we were trying to do.
Yeah, and the thing here too is because of when everything goes wrong, it's always like the working class that suffers.
Yeah.
With it. So and your album is very it starts from the beginning of it with the appealing of going to the valley, the appealing of bringing people to the coal mining with the promise of a future and a defined life and
a very secure job.
Secure job.
Yep.
And then everything goes down and people lose everything. It's really, really hard. So the song you were talking about, Progress, it's, let's say, with Tracy and Campbell.
Yep.
Which I love from Cabra Obscura.
Yeah.
I can say the name in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Actually Portuguese.
Oh, is it? Okay, Cabra Obscura, right.
Cabra Obscura.
Okay, cool.
It's Portuguese.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
It's really
nice.
Good.
Yeah. She's got a great voice, and
She's amazing.
It was great to get her on the record,
But did you know you wanted her to do this?
Yeah, it took me a while. I was trying to think, because the album's about Wales, and it was trying to use a lot of Welsh musicians and trying to use, to go there to record. But in the end, I just thought you can't be so fixed in your ideas about things. You need to let some flexibility into any kind of project, and you have to use the right voice for the song. And as soon as I started thinking about that, then I heard her voice.
Her.
Yeah, it was like, can we get Tracy on, please?
And at the same time, that's quite a positive note in the album. That song.
Yeah.
It's a bit anthemic.
Everything kind of turns on that song, and it is both sides of the coin, though, really, because you can see it as a straight ahead. I believe in progress. I believe in the progress of humanity and all these things that are going to drive us towards a better future and a safer future, and the kind of march that humanity's been on, I suppose. But at the same time, it's talking about a subject where you're talking about mechanisation and automation being brought into the coal mines and being presented to those people as progress, but really it's going to cost jobs and cost livelihoods. So it's a double-edged sword, basically. Yeah.
And you have a song that I really love in this album because I think it's very empowering of women, and it's very they tell the story of how women were so important when in every situation, not just this one, but when a crisis appeared.
Yep.
And the women kind of bring their force to it.
Yeah.
It's the Give Me Lamp.
Yes, that was a very important song. Oh, thank you. It was really important to get that on the album because it's such a key part of the story of the strike and how they really were a driving force and a force to be reckoned with in the big strike of 84-85. Yeah, and it's just kind of about. It's not just about that. It's about how politics. It's what Margaret Donovan says at the start. How politics it relates to everything in your life, either directly or indirectly. And it also talks about I suppose it's gender stereotypes and the sort of the roles that we give to girls and boys in society and tell girls they can't do this, they can't do that.
Exactly.
It just feels like a really good message to be, sometimes in the UK we play to crowds where there's lots of kids at festivals, and for young girls to be hearing that, I think it's a good message.
And from whom is this the sample at the end? I've never given
It's from a film that was made by students. Yeah, she's the voice in All Out as well. She's talking about she was raised to trust the police, but she doesn't trust them now. So it's the same voice, and I don't know who it is because it was a student film made by university students, and we got permission to use it, but I don't know who the contributors were, and I don't know if she's still alive. I asked a lot of people who we worked with, because it's quite a close-knit community still. I thought they would know, but nobody seems to know.
That's something that kind of sticks to your mind a lot when you find samples that you really like, but you don't know who made them or you don't know whose voice it is. Do you kind of feel the threat to go look for it or to go find a person?
Well, it's difficult because, with the Race to Space, that was made without kind of, we didn't go to Houston, Texas to make it. We didn't get involved with any astronauts to make it. It didn't feel necessary, and it didn't feel appropriate. So, but at the same time, remarkably, some people have heard it. Some of the astronauts, some of the, Gene Krantz, whose voice is on Go, he's heard it, and he likes it, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
But I think I prefer that way rather than going to the
first.
first.
Find out they are somewhere.
Yeah.
An album or a song.
I think I prefer it. It just feels more natural. I don't know. Obviously, we license the clips and we get permission from the people who own the recordings, but often that's not the same as the person whose voice it is. So yeah.
Yeah, and other songs that I really love in this music. You were talking about the strikes when the strikes started.